All right, so this next video, we're gonna go over a couple of the different stretches. I work into a lot of different people's routines, myself included. I've gone through years of just horrible lower back pain, just from years of doing shit the wrong way that I didn't necessarily know was the wrong way. It was the way it's typically taught in the industry, but it led up to a lot of issues with my shoulder blade and my hip, and it caused a lot of the pain in my lower back that I was suffering from 2 years. And I had to relearn how to work out and stretch all over again to put myself in a position where I wasn't screwing myself up. The good thing about it is that I'm able to take those principles and give those all to my clients now and really help save them all the years of just really chronic day-to-day back pain that I had to go through. So I'm going to take you through this little stretching routine that we work into all of our programming for all of our clients. And what it does is a lot of them are just variations of exercises and stretches you've probably been doing for years already. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the body and put it into different positions that's gonna trick you into relaxing your muscles a little more than what you would normally do on your own. And you notice it's gonna give you a much better stretch, a deeper burn, and by the time you sit up, you're gonna feel looser and more flexible. So whether you're just looking to, eliminate some of the chronic pain you're feeling right now at this minute and get some relaxation, or open yourself up so you can be more mobile to be able to do whatever exercise you're gonna go into, you can take this and apply it both different ways. Only hamstring stretch. I'm gonna start by rocking up and down. And all I'm gonna do, as I come up, spread the feet apart, right? Toes up, knees down, very important. As I come up, I'm gonna slightly bounce forward, big breath out, and I'm gonna do this for like 14 to 20 times. And what's gonna happen is that repetitive, bouncy, ballistic-like stretch up top is gonna pull on the muscles, right? It's gonna give me a chance to stretch out the fascia and the scar tissue, and the momentum is gonna take me slightly deeper than what I'd normally be able to go to on my own to increase my range of motion, right? A couple more of these. Relax. 3, 2, I'll come up top, I'll hold it for a second, right? I try to lengthen the front side of my body, dip down into it. I like to pulse a little bit extra. Small little 3 to 5 millimeter pulses, just so I'm stretching the muscles like a rubber band. Bounce and redirect, bounce and redirect. And what'll happen is that'll trick the muscle into relaxing a little more, and you'll notice you're able to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the stretch. Now I'm gonna come down to the side, right? I like to do that same thing to the side. Same thing, notice how my knees are straight to the ground, right? I'm not bringing them up. As I go, I'm trying to bend from the hip, not just the spine. I do like 14 to 20 one side. I'm cutting down the reps, obviously, for the video. I'm gonna do 14 to 20 from the other side. One side's always gonna be a little tighter than the other. That's cool, right? And you'll notice I'm getting a little bit farther every time. Good. So now, Mermaid Stretch. I know I wish I had a cooler name for it. Sorry, I don't. I'm gonna sit nice tall on my sit bones. And now from here, I'm gonna reach and stretch side to side. So the first exercise we did, the rolling hamstring, was great for opening up the hamstrings and the inner thighs, right? Inner thighs are one of the main reasons people have a lot of back pain, because they're so tight from just bracing from them, from caving our knees in. Another muscle that's typically tight is the quadratus lumbarum, the QL, right? That's kind of what connects the bottom of the rib to the hip, right? A lot of people's back tension starts from there. What this exercise does is it leaves your hips anchored down to the ground, and it lets you open up that space. Notice how I'm trying not to reach in front of the body. I'm trying to reach behind my head so I stay tall. I'm not gonna bend as far, but I'll get deeper into the stretch, all right? So I'll do that typically for 10 to 20 reps on each side. Now from here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay flat on my backside, facing scorpion, facing up, right? Palms are out to the side, very important, palms up. So I wanna be able to anchor myself down. Watch my legs. The right leg comes up, I drop it across the body, I tap. I try to keep the shoulder down, and then I switch it out. Left side, right side, left side, right? Right side. A lot of times in the beginning, people can't get their leg all the way down. It's just too much tension on the IT band. We're stretching all along right here and on the side by the ribs and the obliques. Look at the amount of rotation I need for this one. This one might be a little difficult in the beginning. So what I'll typically do, I'll have people come up and bend their knee while they go, and you might only get to here, but that's fine. It's still more than what you're getting usually. Now, especially if you sit in a chair all day, this is gonna be a great stretch. You might even feel a couple free snap, crackle, pops in your spine. That one's on the house. It's just your spine decompressing and relaxing. Now, what I'll do, watch this one, right? I do my 10 on both sides, and then the last one, I come here. Now I modify, I bring the knee down. The last one, I kept my shoulder down. Right now, I'm gonna keep the knee down. And I'm gonna open the car door, which is my arm nice and wide, 10 times. And if you watch my hand, now the goal is to keep my knee down and get my hand down, which it's always a battle for me, right? My trunk is always tight, which is one of the reasons why I do so much mobility training, so I can do a lot of this shit still. I'll do my 10 to 20 reps on one side, depending what you need and how much time you have, right? And then I'll do the other side, right? I'm here, opening as I'm going. So you can see this arm is a little bit better, right? I got a left shoulder that rounds forward, so I have tight pecs and bicep tendons. This is a great stretch to not just open up my shoulder, but all these muscles along by the rib cage, your serratus anterior, all the little intercostal muscles that we never think about. Because if you thought about them, you know the name to them, right? Don't feel bad, I'm in the same boat. Good. So, scorpion facing up. Now, this one's gonna look very awkward. Trust me, I know. Butterfly stretch, right? You're gonna grab the feet, and we're just gonna hang out here for 30 seconds to 3 minutes. What this position is gonna do, keeping your lower back flat to the ground, is gonna allow your spine a chance to decompress. I'm just laying down, I'm relaxing. Every 20 to 30 seconds, I just stretch out the leg a little bit, wiggle it around. A hamstring stretch. Listen, I can hear the jokes in your head already. I'm telling you, anybody with lower back pain, try this one out. You hold that for like 2 to 3 minutes, you'll be able to get the spine in there, and it's gonna give your spine a complete chance to relax. So typically, depending on the day, how much time I have, I'll hold this for 30 seconds to 3 minutes, right? Now, after I've given my spine a chance to decompress, you're gonna feel a lot of inner thigh activation also. From there, I'm gonna flip over to my stomach, right? Flipping over to my stomach, going to Cobra. Now watch this, right? Most important part, toes in, heels out. This is your lower back. This is gonna activate your glutes. This is what most people do. This is what I want you to do. Hands down by the rib cage. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna keep my dicky-doo down to the ground, right? I don't know if that's politically correct, but you're gonna keep your belt buckled down. Come back down, come back up again. Heels are out. If you need to modify, come up to the forearms, right? And then I'm down. Do that one more time. And then I'm down. From here, I'm gonna sit my hips back to my heels. Notice how my heels stay out. I'm gonna try to drive my hips all the way down to my heels, right? And from here, I'm gonna shift my hands back. I'm gonna pulse 30 to 40 times. Trying to keep my feet down to the ground, trying to keep my heels out, trying to get the hips down to the heels. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna do this and be like, Jay, I don't bend that way. Yes, you do. You just haven't bent that way in a while, and it might be a little bit of work. You might feel this in the knees, you might feel this in the hips, but you wanna get to the point where you can sit down and relax in this position, because keep in mind, this is considered a position of rest in other parts of the world. As Americans, we just got very tight and we don't stretch anymore, so it's hard for us to do stuff like this, right? Now, last but not least, I'm not gonna waste the fact that I'm on the ground, so I'm gonna come back down. I'm gonna spread my feet apart, right? I'm gonna slowly walk my hands back up. 20 to 30 reps. I'm obviously not gonna do 20 to 30 for the sake of keeping the video short. Get a couple pulses, and that's it. And that's my quick little 3 to 5 minute lower back, inner thigh, out my back is killing me stretching routine that I put myself through. I have some of my clients that have been with me for a few years put through, and I've had a lot of success with this. So if you're looking for something to work into your own routine, I definitely suggest trying it out. Guys, I hope that helped. Like I said, just like always, if you're not following me on social media, check us out on social media. We're putting stuff like this up every week. And if you feel like it's helping you out, I'd love to hear about the success you're having with it. Thanks for stopping by again. See you in the next one.